If you think solo queue ranked is hard because of bad teammates, you're only half right. The real reason you are stuck is because you're playing like you have a team. Solo queue is a completely different game. No comms, no coordination, and half your fights are decided before they even start. So if you want to climb, you need a different strategy. I'm going to break this video down into 10 sections. In section 1, we're going to talk about taking bad fights. First thing, stop taking maybe fights. If you don't have a clear advantage, don't fight. No crack, no knock, bad position, walk away. Most players lose RP because they force fights instead of waiting for the right ones. In this first clip, the entire fight was forced. I was rushing to my teammate's aid, and my teammate left us, the Wraith, obviously.
How are you outside of the fight and you started the fight?
This second clip is another bad fight that I took in a different game, and I just want to kind of show you how having no comms and trusting my teammates got me killed here. And I'm not blaming them. It's my fault for being in a bad spot. Looking at the minimap, you see my teammates looking in my direction. You would think they'd be able to inform me that I was getting flanked, but because there were so many teams on that bridge, they were fighting a completely different team that I was fighting, and I assumed they were about to help me. Moving on to section 2, positioning. Gun skill is nice to have, but positioning will win you games. Play high ground, play cover, play edge zone. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you're in a better position than your opposition. So in this clip, if we were able to wipe this team out and take their spot, we would have been in a prime position to win this game. But because I took a bad fight and didn't wait for my teammates to follow me up, I ended up getting knocked for free and was the catalyst to us losing that fight. I want to show this last clip to kind of finalize my rant about positioning. And I was objectively in a bad position because there's a team above me that I was trying to skeeve, and I was hoping my teammates would draw their attention and they would run by and I'd get a free lick in the back. But my Gibby threw his ult on me, which actually deterred them from pushing straight above me, and they kind of went around the ult. So I kind of tried to improvise, and once I kind of was able to get in a position to shoot one, I was still waiting for the third one to show up, but the third took so long that I kind of jumped the gun and I was able to do a bunch of damage to the other two enemies. And I was still weary of the third behind me, but my teammates weren't in a position to capitalize off the damage that was done. And then I get shot in the back and I get knocked for free. So I was completely out of position, and this entire fight was on me because I wasn't able to execute the plan that I wanted to. So we're going to move to section 3. We're going to call this soft IGL without comms. And obviously you can talk on the mic if you choose to, but I just want to go over in this clip. I was over the third parties. I'm playing caustic. I scanned zone, and I had mentioned to my teammates, I'm going to go to the in-game zone and I'm going to go set up in a building, only because this game had started off decent. Then it got scuffed really quick once we tried to third party a fight, and we ended up becoming the third party. Luckily, our Octane was able to get out and res us, and then we were able to reset. You don't need a mic to lead. Ping early. Rotate first, and be decisive. Let's be real. Most randoms don't want to think. We don't even think they are capable of thinking. They will follow someone that knows what they're doing, or at least seems like they know what they're doing. Keep that in mind the next time you queue up solo. In this gameplay where we prioritize rotating over taking every fight, we ended up getting second place. We gained a little bit of RP here, and everybody did their job.
Oh, my old brother would go crazy right now. Keep moving forward, keep moving forward. Hold me.
All right, so I'm going to combine sections 4 and 5 together, and they kind of go hand in hand. Section 4, I was going to mention third party smart, right? This is how you farm RP solo queue. Don't be the first team in, be the last. Wait for knocks, slide in, clean up, leave. That's common sense. Everybody knows about the third party. I mean, it's third party legends, for Christ's sakes. If you start the fight, you're the target. If you finish it, you win. Easy as that. Now, in this clip that you're watching right now, I'm just following my teammates. I don't even like being in Hammond Labs. If I can avoid this area of this map, I always do, but I'm trying to be a team player and kind of just stick with my team here. But in section 5, I want to talk about you got to know when to leave your team. This one hurts, but it's real. If your team makes a terrible push and gets knocked instantly, you don't have to die with them. Reset, play placement, save your RP. And this is one thing that I did not do the last few days of the split, was focus on staying alive and just being in a good position to take fights. I was fluctuating between Diamond 2 and Diamond 1 trying to hit Master. Ultimately, I gave up because I really don't want to play this game anymore, but that's besides the point. All right, so now that we've talked over knowing when to abandon your team, let's talk about section 6, which is always have an exit plan. Before fights, you should be knowing where you're going to retreat, where the next cover is, and where zone is pulling. If things go bad and you hesitate, you're going to die. Me personally, I'm not very good at knowing in-game locations and where zones pull on E-District, just because I haven't played this map nearly as much as I've played maps like World's Edge, Olympus, Kings Canyon, even Storm Point. But in this gameplay that you're seeing on the screen right now, I actually had 2 very proficient teammates, and I was really just following their lead, being the support, anchor even, scanning zones and rotating with them, trying to stay close, and just using my abilities to lock down buildings, especially towards the end game. Furthermore, in section 7, I'm going to speak on playing legends that reduce randomness, meaning, some legends give you control even with bad teammates. Like my caustic pick here, even though my teammates in this game weren't bad, technically I was the weakest link. But for this specific map, I think caustic and obviously alter are probably your 2 best picks for survivability and zone control. Now, normally when you're solo queuing, you might want to pick a mobility character so you can escape easily or reset fights. Recon characters might come in handy for scanning for information and knowing where other teams are. Most importantly, I believe you should pick a character based on self-reliance, being able to stay alive, being able to maneuver around, just dealing out as much damage, but ultimately taking as little damage as possible. Now, my legend pick in this game might contradict some of what I'm saying, because you want to pick a legend that don't depend on teamwork to be useful. And in most cases, caustic really doesn't depend on teamwork to be useful. Outside of rotating, once you're in zone or in a power position, you can be self-reliant playing caustic. It's just getting there. Moving on with section 8, which is what I struggle the hardest with maintaining, is my mental. Heavily tilting will murder your RP. After a bad game, you definitely do not want to insta-queue. Reset your decision making. Treat each match independently. Because hear me out. When we lose in a very unprecedented way, something that could have been avoided, and you were actively trying to avoid it, it's going to make you tilt. And most losing streaks are mental, not skill-based, especially when you hit diamond. Now, I'm not saying hard stuck D4, you can get there, but you can't climb out of D4. That is probably a skill issue. But if you can consistently climb out of diamond 4 into diamond 3, diamond 2. And in my case, I was making it all the way to diamond 1 solo queue, but I could not get to master. I was over halfway there, but ended up tilting and burning out to the point where I was not maintaining a steady climb. Now that we have discussed maintaining your mental to stay afloat, we're going to move to section 9, which is aim for top 5 with KP. Do not go for high kill games. The winning formula is not flashy. In the early game, I would say while ring 1 is closing, going into round 2, you're going to loot safe and avoid most of the chaos. Now, if you want to take an early fight, a fair 3v3, I'm not opposed to that. Just be mindful of what teams are around you and avoid the chaos. Now, moving into the mid game, which is going to be when round 2 is closing up until round 4 closing, you are going to want to third party, but do it with a bit of intelligence. Don't just run at the first sound of gunfire you hear. You want to analyze who could be around you, who could be rotating in, so you can go in quick and clean up the fight. Because we don't want to lose the game with KP in a good position to make it too late game, right? Now, going into late game, which is 4 closing into 5 and beyond, which, is the end of the game, just play positioning. Try to get the best spot if you can hold it. If not, play edge zone. Be smart about the fights that you take, if you even have to take any fights. Most of the time, you can probably just hold your position and show presence. So, a potential aping teams don't think that you're a walk in the park. Because if you're not dealing out damage, mitigating their approach, they're going to assume you're dog water and they're going to push you, and they probably will kill you. Consistent RP comes from placement and a few clean kills, not 10 plus kill hero runs followed by 3 instant deaths. If you are dying very early in ranked matches consistently, go ahead and play casuals. That's what I need to do. Moving on to the 10th and final section of this video that I want to speak on is you have to be the most reliable player in every squad. You cannot control your teammates, but you can be the one who doesn't overextend, the one who survives, the one who clutches up, the one who escapes. Over time, that consistency is what actually climbs. To summarize everything that I spoke on in this video, solo queuing isn't about carrying every game. It's about not throwing the winnable ones. Play smarter, pick your fights, and let everybody else make the mistakes and capitalize on that. If this video helped you out even a little bit, if you made it this far in the video, drop a like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. I try to post videos every day. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.